So last Tuesday felt like D-Day for the New England Patriots and the fan base. Multiple players opted out for the 2020 season, and in total, 7 have opted out so far. There might be a couple more that trickle in this upcoming week. We'll deal with that when the time comes. It feels like the fan base is down and out yet again. They're saying, oh, well, we should just throw away the season. I can't believe we lost some of our great players, but guess what, guys? Don't worry just yet. I want to name 5 players that you have to keep an eye out for this training camp and this season for the replacements of those that have opted out thus far. The first opt-out, Dan Vitale. Last year, the Patriots had some woes at the fullback position. They lost Jacob Johnson, you lost James Devlin, both to injuries. This year with the Devlin retirement, you're like, let's bring in Dan Vitale from Green Bay. We'll get our fullback position covered. He opted out. Who do you look towards for the fullback position? None other than the 3rd round pick, Dalton Keene. Wait a minute, a tight end playing fullback? Well, Dalton Keene has a little experience already playing the fullback position. Out of the backfield, he's done tunnel screens, he's done misdirections, he's had different wheel routes. He can play that fullback position, also come out and play a tight end, and it's great. This is the reason why Belichick went out and got 2 tight ends. It's almost like, hey, kid, we need you in an emergency situation, get in there. So expect Dalton Keene to get some snaps at fullback. Opt-out number 2, Brandon Bolden. Now, Bolden's listed as a running back, but he's more of a special teamer, and if you watched that Miami Miracle game, you know about that. But Bolden's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He's paid his dues in the league. He's saying, hey, I'm not going to be in the league this year. I'm opting out. Who's going to be his replacement? None other than J.J. Taylor, of course. Now, J.J. Taylor is an undrafted running back. The Patriots have invested $100,000 in this guy, and that's the 3rd most for undrafted free agents for the New England Patriots. Now, listen, you already know you have Burkhead on the team. Damian Harris is going to make the team. Sony Michel, James White. Bolden's also on that team. So who's going to take his place? Keep an eye for J.J. Taylor this upcoming training camp. Opt-out number 3, Patrick Chung. Patrick Chung is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He's a vocal leader for that defense. He's paid his dues in the league and paid his dues for the organization as well. Now, Patrick Chung has had that injury history creep up on him. So they actually went out this past offseason and they got Adrian Phillips. Adrian Phillips was undrafted, played for the Chargers for a couple years. Adrian Phillips was going to probably fill out that role for Patrick Chung anyways. And I look at Adrian Phillips as more as the filler for the next 2 years. He signed a 2-year, $6 million contract. He's the filler for Kyle Duggar, who's eventually going to be the future Patrick Chung and take that kind of role over there. So I know a lot of people out there saying, we want to see what Duggar has. Duggar. Duggar's making the team, dude. Duggar's going to be there. Look at Adrian Phillips as the fill-in for Patrick Chung this year. The number 4 opt-out, Marcus Cannon. Now listen, if you follow Spike King and Ride the Wave Media, Boston's Big 3, things have been sprinkled here and there about Marcus Cannon. We knew this day was coming. So did the Patriots last year in the 3rd round. They drafted Yodny Kajus. Shout out Justin Zolak for messing that one up.
The New England Patriots select Yodny Kajus.
But we already know this. Yodny's going to slide in as a starter. Keep an eye on him for training camp purposes and what he's going to end up doing this season. He definitely will be a starter week 1. I think he takes over that can role. Keep an eye on Kajust. And last but not least, the last opt-out number 5, Dante Hightower. Now, Dante Hightower is heading into the season as his last season, most likely. He was an unrestricted free agent after this year, but Hightower just had a brand new baby, and you know what? Congratulations, Hightower, for that. He wants to do what's best for his family. Hightower doesn't owe anybody anything. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, captain of that defense, captain of the New England Patriots. You got to look out for this individual this upcoming preseason and during the season. Josh Uche. Josh Uche, the 2nd-round draft pick. You already have Chase Winovich and Juwan Bentley as your linebackers as well, too. Josh Uche is somebody that they're investing in for the future of this team. And if you think about it, this could have been Hightower's last year. He could have then retired, and we'll see what ends up happening with Hightower. Josh Uche was brought in for a reason. He's going to be a future. That linebacking core between Bentley, Winovich, and Uche, it's going to be pretty good. Sprinkle in a little Jennings as well, too. We'll see if anybody else opts out. I know that Devin McCourty, Jason McCourty have been very, very vocal on Twitter and Instagram about what's going on in their podcast as well, Double Coverage. We'll see if anyone else opts out. But guys, next man up mentality. Always remember that when it comes to the New England Patriots. Just like last year, you lost David Andrews, guess who steps up? Ted Karras. You lose your fullback in James Devlin, guess who steps up? Landon Roberts. That's what the mentality is for the New England Patriots. Next man up.